Greetings from Guinea, West Africa. Currently, I am a little under the weather with cold. Here we call it sasa. Manikas will call sasa. Sasa is the cold, and I'm having that right now, so my voice might not come clear this video. Anyway, today we're going to talk about electricity. Doing missions in places where there is no electricity. We came to Sambia village where we did not have the electricity or the running water. Villagers built a mud house for us, and they told us the rain will not come into the house. But that very day, very night, we were, so many water came into the house, and it was very difficult beginning. We pitched a tent for almost 3 months or so to live in that house, and slowly we modified the house so that we can dwell in. It's been about 30 some years since we came to Africa. Back then, electricity was very scarce and it was very expensive. The solar panels were expensive, and to find the information about solar panels was a little bit difficult. So I learned by just try and error kind of things that I had to endure. In the beginning, we did not have electricity at all, so we used candles to light during the night and use the flashlights using the AA batteries or D-size batteries. So during the night, it was very hot. So our children, when they were very young, 3 and 1.5, when they moved into the village, my wife had to use the hand fan to, fan them every night to cool them down so they could sleep well. It was a difficult time, but something we had to do because we did not have the knowledge or at that time the finances to get all the things that we needed. I remember the first time we got the 110 watt solar panel. When we brought it, we placed it on the top of the roof and connected it to the battery, and then we used it during the night. And having the lights and the running small fan, it was amazing. It was having awakening moments almost. It changed the way we do missions in Guinea. I remember in the beginning we used the DC power from the battery straight, and then we connected to the DC light bulbs, but it was very dim. It wasn't bright, so our eyes were hurting at times, but we thought that we had to endure. But later I found out there is an inverter changing DC to AC. When we did that, the brightness changed our room almost 10 times. So it was brighter than the DC. So I realized DC will consume more power, and if DC wires are connected, longer you go, more electricity is diminished or used on the way. So changing to AC and inverting to AC is the way to go, so that you can light the whole house and use AC appliances instead of using the DC. So today I want to talk to you especially about how to do missions in areas where you go and there's no electricity. First, I already talked about the solar panel. Solar panels nowadays come with a bigger wattage. So recently we purchased the one that is a 445 watts, and it was very light compared to 110 watts the panel that we first purchased. So the price has dropped so much that if you research, you will be able to get solar panels within your country where you go. Recently, the ones that I got it from Conakry, our capital city of Guinea, and we brought it all the way here to the village, and then we installed it. It really transformed the way we live, truly. So there is a solar panel. We usually put it up on the roof, and then two wires, that is a plus and minus, and we connect it to the charger, and the charger will charges the battery, and then battery is inverted to AC, and then it goes all the way to the house. That's basically it. Maybe it might be difficult for some of you, but if you research it online on the YouTube or anywhere, it's very simple. There are very expensive devices, but I usually use the ones that are somewhere around $100, $200 devices. It worked fine for us over 30 some years. So more better cheaper equipments are coming out now, so you want to do research and to do the work so that you can be efficient, cost-effective way of doing missions as well. So solar panels depends on what you use. If you use a refrigerator or the washing machine, all these things can be done. You can choose to use a generator, but generator, it's very noisy and you have to maintain it. So if you have solar panels, that will be, I think, a better way to do, because it's quiet, right? But having the backup generator for the rainy days, cloudy days, it's maybe advisable. So we have the panel. What kind of panel would you get? I would say whatever is efficient panels are, and more cheaper ones that if you can get. Quality and efficiency is the ones you want to get. So let's say you use appliances total about 2,000 watts per day, or maybe if you use more, maybe 4,000 watts, you probably want to get divide by 6, because from 9 to 3 is where the solar panels will give enough lights, so that you know how much panels that you can get. The next thing I want to talk to you about is a charger. Charger, there is two different types, but I want to talk to you one more efficient one. That's called MPPT charger. The maximum power point tracking. That's what MPPT stands for. So there are many out there, but it seems like MPPT charger is the best one to get. And you want to get higher than the panel amp. So if your panel totals about 60 amp, then the charger must be above 60. I would recommend about 80 amp or 100 amp. Bigger the better. If you have a cheaper charger that is a big amp, then that's the one that you want to get. So make sure you do get MPPT charger for your solar panel system. The next thing is the battery. Batteries are very heavy. It's 2-3 times heavier than the car battery. But you want to calculate how much you need each day, plus more. About you want to multiply 2 times. So let's say you're using 4,000 watts every day, then you want to get about 8,000 watts battery bank, so that it shouldn't go down below 50% of your battery power. Now there are many different types of batteries. I'm not going to go into that. I'm not an expert, so you want to do a research online to do that. The last one is inverter. Inverter, there are 2 types. The one that I want to recommend is a pure sine AC inverter. So battery is DC and you want to change it to AC. So you want the pure sine, which means sine waves goes like this, right? That will be better inverter, so that it can be better for the devices that you use, appliances that you use. So more technical devices, if it's not a pure sine inverter, it might not work. For example, computers or the printers, it might not work well if you don't use the pure sine inverter. So pure sine inverters are a little bit more expensive than the regular inverters. You might see $50 or $100 differences, some of them. And there are expensive ones, thousands of dollars inverters, but we often do a cost-effective mission, so we try to choose the one that is decent. So I usually go on Amazon or eBay and look for the ones that are cheaper and efficient. So that's about it about the solar panel systems that you can use in M4 mission areas. Remember, Jesus said, go and make disciples of all nations. We need to go to the ends of the earth. Acts 1:8 says, from Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. If you want to do that, you will go to places where there is no electricity or running water. Today, what you have kind of looked at, I explained to you the kind of logistics. I'm sure online, if you study on the YouTube, it will help you greatly. If there's any questions about it, you can send me an email and I will respond to you accordingly. Now, with all this technology available, there's no excuse to go to the ends of the earth. Right now I'm using this small fan. I charge it, and without connection, you can use this fan. Having this fan really helps during the studies or working and even sleep when the temperature gets really high. We can use all the technology available so that we can do the work of God to the ends of the earth. Now Jesus commands us to go and make disciples of all nations. Let's do it together and finish it in our generation. God bless you.